Hey guys, this is Victoria back to you with another review of Married at First Sight, Season 13, Episode 2, called Houston, We Have a Marriage. We got a couple marriage that don't need to be happening, is really what it should be called. But we're going to start off. Michaela and Zach are next to get married. Both Michaela and Zach seem very super excited. Um, I'm going based off my notes here. Michaela is looking for a man that can be as good as her dad, and Zach is looking for a soulmate. Now, from what I see, this is only episode 2. Technically 3 if we include, well, 3, 4 if we include the other 2 preview episodes before the first official episode of the season. But to me, it just feels like Michaela's been talking so much about her dad. I get that she loves her dad, and I get that she's very hurt that he's passed and he's not a part of her wedding physically, but spiritually, she feels his presence. But at the same time, the way she talks about her dad so much, I just feel like Zach is going to have a lot to uh, he's going to have a lot to kind of live up to in a sort of sense, because she has her dad on such a high pedestal, as she should, because from what she said, he seemed like a great guy. Rest in peace to her father. But just the fact that she talks so much of her dad, I feel like Zach is going to have a lot of living up to. And obviously she's going to compare him to her dad and how good he is to her compared to how good her dad was to her. So I don't think that's really fair for Zach, because he's new to this too. He's never been in love. So he says, so he's gonna have a lot to learn as well, but hopefully, I mean, he can live up to what Michaela's expecting. Um, as we're gonna review on, she seems to be taking everything okay, but I just think in the long run, if he doesn't do something exactly like her dad, I feel like that might be a problem moving forward. But they're getting ready for the wedding. Um, they getting ready. They're at the actual venue or whatever, getting ready at the hotel and whatnot. And her sisters were making fun of her because she's stubborn, little cracking little jokes. So Michaela just seems cool, calm, collected while she's getting her makeup done. Zach, on the other hand, they wake his brothers, whatever, wake him up, and they're getting ready to go to the venue. And as soon as not as I don't know if as soon as they get on the elevator, but pretty much when they're on the elevator, Zach just starts busting out crying, and I'm just like, oh, what's going on? And once he gets off the elevator, he's just pretty much just saying, he can't believe this is happening, because this is something he's always wanted, and he's like, nothing else matters to him but meeting his wife. So he's in it. He's ready to do what he got to do, and I like that. That's very sweet of him. But I was just like, oh, like you crying. Like this ain't no little like, oh man, like I can't believe it's about to happen. No, this dude is crying. So I thought it was very sweet. Others would say a little too sensitive, but I thought it was very sweet because I'm sensitive. So I'm a root for the sensitive folks, not all of them, because some of y'all just be crazy. But some of the little sensitive sides I see of people, I think it's cute. I think I like it. But anywho, the sisters give her something, something new, something borrowed, and something blue. And what is it? It was a clip from her dad. I don't know exactly what type of clip, if it was like a hair clip, a clip for the shirt, but pretty much it was from her dad. I think that was the most important part, because it was an emotional moment between the sisters, all of them. And this was the moment where I just felt like, oh, Zach got a lot to live up to, because this, her dad is like, I feel like was her everything. So the number one man in her life, other than God, hopefully. And I just hope Zach is ready. So we get to the wedding. Zach is talking to his mom before he walks down the aisle. And of course, he cries again when he hugs her and whatnot. He's his mama's boy. And Michaela is the daddy's girl. So, you know, Zach's mom is there. Michaela's dad isn't there. So I'm sure if Michaela's dad was still alive, it might be where her dad and his mom might clash heads, because they're gonna ride for the kids. So, I mean, we're gonna see what happened, but she's hoping that her dad's looking down on her and just helping her move in the right steps. So, um, he gets down the aisle. Michaela walks down the aisle, and when they see each other, they look so happy, so relieved. They cheesing hard AF. They just seem so ecstatic, like, oh my god, this guy looks cute, or oh thank god, this girl looks good. Like, so they were just so happy, I was about to call her Melissa, but Michaela, she's just making these cute little jokes. I like her. Michaela's just always so fun and full of life. Um, Let me see, when the officiant said, this is Michaela, this is Zach. So Michaela was like, oh, is that Zach's your name or is it Zachary? So he says it's Zachary. So then Michaela asks, oh, would you have a Zachary Jr.? And then me and Zach were looking at the same reaction, like, oh, like dang, like we even exchanged vows yet, and you already asked about kids' names. A couple of the couples were talking about kids already on this first night. Like, I ain't gonna be talking about no kids. Yeah, we could be talking about, practicing to make kids, but not legit talking about kids. But he's just like, I'm gonna just leave that up to you, because like like we just learned each other's name. Okay, Michaela. I think she was just trying to be funny, but at the same time, like, since this is such a stressful and like situation, me and Zach was just like, dang girl, give it a little rest. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, um, I think she was just joking though. But they talk, the officiant talks to introduce them, and after they get married, they kiss. I thought it was a little cute little kiss, and so they go to talk, post wedding, before they take the pictures. And Michaela was like, oh, since the officiant said your family said that you were the Renaissance man, can you give me a couple examples, like, of what makes you a Renaissance man? So Zach goes into saying his dad, his brothers, and him used to make lotion and crochet, and he doesn't know if he still knows how to crochet, but he might be able to crochet and whatnot. Michaela and me was looking the same, so we had a moment too where we were just like, okay, like I don't know what the definition of a Renaissance man is. Am I gonna look it up? Maybe, maybe not. But me and her was kind of like, I thought he would say something romantic and stuff, but no, lotion and crochet. Okay, cool. But she's happy with him anyway. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna get to the tea ceremony with Johnny and Bao. Not much to say here. It seemed like the tea ceremony went well. But Bao is happy with her new husband. She's attracted to him, and she's like, "Oh, he's attracted to me. Of course he would be, because why wouldn't he?" And I didn't take that as someone who's stuck up or all about themselves. I just took it as, okay, she's making she's confident. Okay, yes, girl, you pretty. Speak that truth. Not like Little Miss Perfect, who we're gonna talk about later. That I just this is second episode. I don't like her, and I don't have to say her name because you should know who I'm talking about. I don't like her. Okay, too high maintenance for me. Anywho, but the tea ceremony goes well, but Johnny is bummed that his dad isn't there, that he disapproves, and he just looks for his dad approval. So I'm pretty sure he's hoping that by the end of this, if it works out, hopefully it does, that his dad gets on board and it's like, okay, he believes that his son really found his love. So I know he's bummed about that. It sucks if you look for your parents' approval, or you look for someone's approval and they don't show up on one of your biggest days of your life. So we're gonna see how that works out. But we get back to Michaela and Zach. I think they make a beautiful couple because they were taking the pictures. They were smiling and making little jokes and stuff, saying like, okay, whoever lasts first. I don't know if it was a bet, but something about whoever lasts first. So they just looking at each other and giggling and stuff. And then I guess the photographer took the picture at the perfect time when they both just was laughing and whatnot. So I thought it was cute. Make a very cute, beautiful couple. Michaela talking in the confessional, saying pretty much she would have sex and have kids with him. Their chemistry is a 9 out of 10, so that's good. They look like their chemistry is a 9 out of 10, if not 10 out of 10. I think it's only a 9 out of 10 because of the Renaissance comment he made about crocheting and lotion. Because if it wasn't for that, she probably would have said 10 out of 10. But I digress. Okay, girl, we happy for you. We hoping you have black love. We hope you be Amani and Woody part 2 or 2.0. Anywho, we get to Mirla and Jill. Okay, Jill cool. Okay, Jill cool. I like Jill. Mirla, on the other hand, okay. So they go shopping for the little wedding outfits. Mirla is a little picky with finding a dress. First of all, could you inside? I don't know if it was raining or if it was cold outside. I know this was like around January in 2021, so it's probably winter and cold over there. But you inside the store, you could take the hoodie off. That kind of annoyed me because I was just like, please take this hoodie off. Please take this hoodie off. Like, first off, Mirla, I don't be trying to talk about nobody, even though I'd be talking about people at the same time. But I just feel like she's so high maintenance. She goes gets her eyelashes done, but like I don't know if she wasn't looking for the natural look of her eyelashes, but it's not natural looking, and to me it just feels like clumped up, congested. Like her eyelash just looks too much, and to me personally, it's not cute. I mean, maybe this. I mean, obviously to her it's cute because she keeps getting them, but to me, I'm just like, yo, eyelashes look just way too thick and way too unnatural. Like whoever your eyelash person is, depending on what you want, it is not doing the job well. Okay, and I'm pretty sure you're paying a lot to get them eyelashes done, but I just don't like it. So she be talking about bald head be distracting her. Her eyelash distracts me. That's what if she ever tells Jill that his bald head distracts her, he need to go come back and be like, your eyelash distract me. And what? Anywho, so they go to get their wedding outfits. So she's being picky with what she wants in a wedding dress. Now, on a normal note, I would be like, Mirla, you doing too much. But because this is the wedding dress and the wedding dress she's gonna see her husband for the first time because it's Married at First Sight, this is the only time in this whole episode I gave her some leeway because I can understand, okay, this is my wedding dress. I want to make sure this is the perfect wedding dress for when he sees me for the very first time. I need to be banging and popping. So I can give her leeway for that. And for it seemed like she wanted something simple. Um but the dress she chooses, I mean, it's cute. I don't think it's ugly. I think it's cute. Is it a little much? I don't think so because I've seen very over the top dresses, so I don't think it's over the top. It's a little bit different, but I like it. I think it's cute. Jill finds his outfit, and I like his outfit. It's very proper, and it looks good. With the like a light navy blue and gold or champagne colored. So I thought it was cute, whatever. But as she's talking with her girls, he's talking with his boys. Jill's talking about he don't do materialistic females. And Mirla's talking about she don't like conservative men. Like if a guy doesn't like her dress, then that's not the guy for her because she has way more outfits that's like I guess revealing or whatever. And I didn't think her dress was that revealing to my personal opinion. But if a guy were to find something wrong with her dress, then she wouldn't like him because he's too conservative. And Jill's boys were just asking, so what if she's high maintenance or whatever? And Jill's like, they was asking about trips. Would he go on extravagant trips with her? And Jill says we could go on uh, extravagant trips, but there's a means to getting there. You don't got to take the most expensive way to get there or trip. You could do that on a cheaper scale. So he probably be on bookings.com, TripAdvisor, Expedia, you know what I'm talking about. So that's probably what he means, we gonna ball out. We gonna go out, we gonna go to Italy or whatever, but don't think we're gonna be spending all this money at the same time. He's a firefighter, they don't make, 100, two, I don't know how much they make personally, but I doubt they making like $200,000-$300,000 a year. So, ball on the budget. And this is further confirmation to me that this relationship will not work. Okay, we're gonna get to the wedding in a little bit, but this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work at all. So we get to Brett and Ryan going wedding dress shopping and whatnots. The dress, I mean, it was pretty quick. The dress Brett chooses, it's cute and simple, but it shows the tatas. Brett seems like a fun chick. Out of Brett and Michaela, I think I would get along with Brett more because she's fun, loving, and I think she's like, not wild, but social and out there, but not as much as Michaela. I'm not really, I'm a shy person, so I'm more to myself. So I would hang out with Brett. Yeah, I would hang out with Brett more than Michaela. But if Michaela tagged on along, the three of us could have some good time. I don't know how Rachel is. She seemed like she'd be having fun too. I would hang out with Rachel too. Bao, she pissed me off from last episode, so like I would hang out with her from a distance. Mirla, we ain't hanging out together because we are two different type of people, and her attitude and high maintenanceism, it just not we not gonna click. We no, because I'm going down to Ross and Marshalls to look for a outfit while she going to like Lenox Mall in Atlanta and getting Gucci dresses and stuff. No, we just can't hang out because she gonna look at me like, really? You only spent like $12 for your dress when I spent like 1,200, and I'm gonna look at her like, yeah, you spent 1,200. Okay, that's more than half my rent. No. Anywho, so yeah, Brett's dress is cute. Ryan choices of jackets. I don't know what the heck he was trying. The one he finally went with for the wedding, good, Ryan. You chose good because that cream jacket and then there was like a maroon brownish jacket. I was like, no, Ryan, please. You looking like an old man right now. Like you're choosing old fashioned back in the day type of jackets. And if that's your style, that's fine. But you can modernize old fashioned. And those jackets, Ryan, was not it. So I'm glad he didn't choose that because that was treacherous. That was terrible. So it sucked, but he didn't choose those anyway. I think it was just for dramatic effect because I noticed that. Okay, anywho, but he was talking about he wants to be a dad so bad. He was talking about he said if he reaches this age, he's gonna adopt if he doesn't have kids by then. He reaches that age. So then he just kept moving it on and on, like, okay, all right, now that I'm this age, when I get to this age, then I'm gonna adopt if I don't have kids by then. So pretty much he's 35 now, and pretty much all hope is out the window with him. So he just wants to be a dad so bad and hang out with his kids and play sports with them because obviously later on we find out he's wants to be active. He's very active and whatnot. So that's cute. Whatever you want to be a dad, all right, kudos to you. All right, I love people who want to be parents, and like it makes me feel good knowing that if you were to have a kid, you would take care of that kid because there's so many people out here who be having kids, don't the grandparents taking care of them. But anyway, we move on to Rachel and Jose going to wedding dress attire shopping, and Jose is talking with, I think it was his dad and brother or something, his peoples, okay, his peoples. And he's talking about he wants someone who's a spitting image of him, perfect like him. That's pretty much what he was getting at. And it's like, nigga, you ain't perfect. Okay, so no one's perfect, to first off. Definitely not you. So, do you maybe just marry yourself? Since he thinks he's so perfect, he wants someone who's a spitting image of him. He wants to go into them nice smiles. No, you want you, right? About calm Ryan. Jose, you want yourself. Just marry yourself. I think that's legal in a state or two in the United States of America. Marry yourself. You could meal prep with yourself that you already do on Sundays. You got two cars, just marry yourself. That will save us all the drama we probably gonna get on this season. Marry yourself. Rachel goes her wedding dress shopping, like I mentioned. The dress she chooses, I like it. It's cute. I like Rachel, so she would have to do something fucked up for me to probably disagree with her. But so far, so good. She feeling so confident and sexy because she lost 35 pounds in a matter of 9 months. Tell me what you did, Rachel, because I'm trying to get like you. You looking beautiful, you looking good, slim, thick, whatever. So kudos to you, Rachel. I like her. Jose better not fuck it up because Jose. Okay. So point here, because when Jose was looking for a tux, he said he's not flashy, but he's open to flashy. And obviously the tux that he chooses, I mean, it's flashy. I mean, it got sparkling rhinestones all over the jacket, so you're not flashy, but you flashy. Okay. I'm not gonna say nothing about this. I'm saying something. Well, all right, Jose. I got my eye on you, cause mm, all right. I ain't gonna say nothing, but I'm saying something. So he talks about he's nervous about Rachel not liking him. I know I'm nervous about you not liking her, Jose. Cause the way you talking about y'all don't want no Instagram models, but that seems like you want an Instagram model look wise. They want a girl next door personality, but with the Instagram IG model look. And that's hard to come by. We're gonna move on. I'm gonna roll my eyes whenever I mention this girl because I don't like this chick. We get to Marilyn Jill's wedding. Mirla is hoping that her husband likes shopping. Mirla, do you want a husband or you want a dog? Do you want a husband or do you want a gay best friend? Do you want a husband or do you want a sugar daddy? Because you talking about she makes it seem like she's conservative and she just wants to find her things in life and stuff. But the way you're talking and the way you're acting are two different things. Because I can understand someone who came up from nothing, they want to live the finer life, but not to the point where it's mandatory. Like all they think is about materialistic things. Because you could come from a poor lifestyle and become excuse me, and become successful and with money, with wealth, and still be humble about it. But I feel like she's not humble. I feel like she's like, all right, I came from nothing, now I'm something, so now you're all gonna see that I'm something. You all gonna see that I made it out the whatever she came from. No, like merely you just looking like a bitch. Like high maintenance for what? I feel like as long as the nigga got the money, she with it. I feel like he could treat her any type of way, but as long as he giving her that allowance a week, however much it is, if it's like 1,000, 2,000, 10,000, 20,000 a week, like she'll be okay with it because she get money at the end of the day. Like Mirla, like is money, like she be talking about she want a husband so bad, but I feel like you like money's all you care about. High maintenance is all you care about. Going on luxury, lavish trips is all you care about. We're gonna get into her a little bit later, but Mirla, no, get your life because this ain't it. No. So her friends are asking her questions and about what if he's ugly and how she gonna react, and she said she's gonna go with the flow even if he's ugly. Because for me, her main priority is as long as he's willing to live to deal with her lifestyle and not have her change her lifestyle, she's gonna go with the flow. Mirla, you're a bitch. Um, Jill says his family is in Colombia, so they won't be there at the wedding, but they're sending their prayers and love and support. So I love that. Um, we get to them getting ready for the wedding, and Marila's being so picky on how she wants her face to be done because she don't want no makeup. She wants just like loose powder. They're trying to do her eyebrows. She's like, no, I don't want it done like them. She's being so big. Marila, why don't you do your own makeup? Because if anything, their makeup look better than yours. Their eyelashes especially look better than yours, Marila. So I don't know what you talk about. You don't listen. Just do your own makeup. Because she's so picky. She wants things to be done a certain way, and damn, who doesn't like it? Well, Mirla, then just do your own makeup. Because if you want something done, do it yourself. So why don't you do your own makeup? Why don't you be like Jose and marry yourself? Or matter of fact, how about this? Why don't the experts put Jose and Mirla together? Because they seem like they're so picky and everything has to be perfect. They need to be together. Jill and Michaela, Jill could be Michaela's rebound because Jill and Michaela seem like they will get along because they both life at the party and stuff. Even though I know people say similar personalities might clash, but they could attract too. They could listen. Jill could be Michaela's rebound if her and Zach don't work out. Jose need to be with Mirla because they both the same people, opposite, but just opposite sex, pretty much. Um, Even though I don't know, Jose, since he debt free and stuff, I don't know if he gonna deal with the high maintenance that Mirror has. But I mean, the way they be acting, everything got to be perfect, and they so like too much about their appearance and whatnot. They need to be together. They need to be together regardless. Johnny and Bao could stay together. Rachel could get with Zach. Okay, I can already mix these couples up just based off the two episodes because Mirla got me effed up with her personality. Jose got me effed up with his personality. I like Jill. I like Michaela. Zach seemed cute and sweet, but he seemed like he could be cute and sweet with Rachel. Brett and Ryan, we're gonna see how they work out. Johnny Bao, they seem okay so far, so good. Even though she still pissed me off from last episode, so we're gonna see what happens. But they talk about kissing. She says she doesn't want to kiss because he's a stranger. But you're on Married at First Sight. You know, you're legally getting married to a nigga, but you won't kiss him. Make that make sense to me. You're on Married at First Sight. You're legally, because you know they were talking about they're getting into legally binding contracts. Okay, you're legally getting married to a nigga, a stranger, but you won't kiss him. You know, I'm sure they do all these SED, herpes, and stuff testing before someone gets married. They get married. You know, they do all these tests, so they say. And I'm sure, excuse me, STD testing and all STI testing is part of that testing that they do to make sure before a couple gets married. So like even the friend was like, not even a peck. Mirla, this what I'm talking about. You're doing too much. Doing too much. Too much. This is why I don't like you. I don't like her. From what I see these two episodes, I don't like her. Now I don't know if that she's like that in real life because you know producers always be trying to judge things up to make it seem like it's something it's not. But I don't like her from based off what I saw from these past two episodes. I don't like her. Jill's, but he's just like, yeah, he'll kiss her. That's his wife. Jill's happy, bro. He's just like, that's his wife. He's ready. Homeboy's ready. And they even asked him, would he have sex with her on the first night? So he's like, nah, because that's gonna be like a one night stand. Because he wants his sex to be passionate. Remember, he want that R&B love, right? So he wants it passionate. So he wants to have that passionate love. So he's talking about. So he would, give it 24 hours or whatever before he has sex with her. I'm just laughing. I'm just like, oh, okay, 24 hours. And even one of his friends was like, oh, because that's going to be passionate then 24 hours. Whatever, though. You mess. That's why I said he needs to be Michaela's rebound. If not, Michaela just need to get with him. Because they both on the same, level or whatever you want to call it. So, anywho, Jill's a mess. We found out Merla's dad passed away, and I'm just like, that's very unfortunate. So sorry, Merla. Rest in peace to your father who passed. But that is like the third father on this season alone who is no longer physically here on Earth, and that to me is very upsetting. Like I said, there's a lot of deaths on this season. There's a lot of personal family, immediate family, best friend deaths in this season, and I don't like that. That's very sad. So even though I don't like Mirla, but I do, my condolences to her and her family for her father's passing. So we get to the wedding the wedding, and Jill's happy when he sees his wife because he's like, oh, she's beautiful, and he's happy. Mirla was just like, okay, he's bald, but she's gonna marry him, going to grow with the punches, because she's probably thinking in the back of her head, even though she didn't say it, but she's probably thinking in the back of her head, as long as he got money and can, afford me, I'm cool with it. She was a sugar daddy. Don't know why she's on the show. She could have went on sugardaddies.com or something. But the wedding goes on, the officiants doing the wedding, they're saying the vows and whatever, and especially when the officiant was talking about Jill's family would like you to know and Mirla's family would like you to know, both sides of the family seemed like they wasn't feeling the other person, especially Jill's people. And I would have been on Jill's people's side and looking like, and her reaction to everything from what the producers, like how they concocted the whole ceremony. his peoples wasn't feeling nothing about Mirla. They was just like, and um, when they was say like, what did they say? Like it just felt awkward. And like when the mom was looking at Jill, yeah, when the mom was looking at Jill, she was looking him up and down like, my daughter's not gonna like you. And when it was even talk when he was doing his vows saying, I will make sure to put you first before everything, and even if you're not, I'll make sure to bring home. He said something, cookies maybe, and a new pair of shoes, and she was like, oh, okay, like she was happy. She's like, oh, so he'll buy me stuff, and his friends was just like, and I even like all his friends, all his homeboys, even a home girl in the audience, on his side was kind of like, I saw like I'm with them on that. I don't like her anyway, and they could see from based off first impressions they ain't feeling her too well. But even when they was talking about him, the mom and the brother scene, they was kind of like, I don't know either, because everybody already knew. How does everybody knew from them like the get go they ain't gonna work, but the experts can't figure that out from trying to pair them together, especially when Mirla said she don't want no bald guy. Oh, but and their excuse is, oh, but his personality. Okay, we get it, but we don't, because even though looks ain't everything, looks is something. Okay, so if someone already not gonna be attracted to someone, based off the fact that they're bald, as absurd as it might seem to us, America, that's what she want. That's what she want. Let her have what she want. You should have got her a rich guy, older guy who just probably don't even care about her, just gonna throw her some money, because that seems like all she cares about, because she want to make it seem like she likes something, but like that she likes, wants a husband and all that. No, you just want his money. You just probably want to save your own money so you can see it rise up higher and higher, so you could be a millionaire without spending it and spend your husband's money. Because you want someone to go on trips with you, right? But I'm pretty sure you want him to fund it too, huh, Mirla? Okay. Anywho, um, they talk about his dog, and she seemed like it's like she's not slobbery, is he? And he's just like, no. She's like, okay, good. And it's like, I mean, we're gonna get into the part where she wants kids, but it's like, babies are slobbery too. Babies poop too. But we want to get to that. They get married, and the officiant said you could kiss the bride. They just stand there. So I guess Joe already caught that vibe, like, okay, she's not gonna kiss me because she didn't lean in. So then they do a little cheek kiss, whatever, cool. That should already gave you multiple red flags, Joe. You need to leave this woman. So we get to them talking after the wedding, popping champagne bottles and whatnot. Uh, Pretty much, they both realize they're Colombian or whatever, I guess. And both their moms speak only Spanish. So then they show a little flashback of him talking to the mom when he walked down the aisle. And, he spoke Spanish very nicely, if I do say so myself. Jill, yes, two thumbs up from me, Jill. The way you spoke Spanish was very beautiful. I loved it. Um, so they talking about kids already. This was because Johnny and Bao was talking about kids. Bao said she wants two kids. Johnny said he's cool with that. Cool, whatever. Just want to put that little side note in there. We get to Jill and Mirla. Mirla says she wants kids. She asked if Jill wants kids. He's like, oh yeah, of course. He asked how many she wants. She talking about one or two tops, and talks about it depends on how her body reacts to having kids and her mommy makeovers. And Jill was like, he could understand that. I couldn't. You want kids or not? Like, it depends on how you're. So you're gonna make over your body every time you have a kid? You might as well just wait till you have all your kids before you do a mommy makeover, because your body gonna get ruined again once you get pregnant again. That's my personal opinion. For me, I just feel like if you're already thinking about how you're gonna fix your body after you have a baby, you not having a baby for the right reasons. Like, I'm not, me personally, I don't feel like I'm worried about, oh, I need to make sure my body's back to being snatched after I have a kid, because my main focus is gonna be that kid. Yeah, of course you're gonna want to exercise and slim down to get rid of the hollow belly that you have after having a kid, but not to the point you're already talking about mommy makeovers and you not even with child yet, chick. That's what I'm talking about, Mirla. I do not like you from what it is portraying of how you are on this show. I don't like her. So then we get to the dog because Jill asks Mirla if she likes dogs, and she's hesitant, and she's just like, she doesn't like the hair, and she doesn't want to have to clean up poop. And I'm just like, how the hell you gonna have kids, ho? They, kids, babies and stuff, they slobber. They poop. You're gonna have to clean the poop. Jill's not gonna clean all the poop for you. Or unless you're gonna buy a nanny since you have the funds. She's talking about she gonna, Mirla. You do not need to be married right now. You don't seem like the type of person who's ready to be married, who's ready to have kids, because all you want to do is go shopping. That's your favorite pastime. You even said you want him to hope that he likes to go shopping with you. No, what you need is a gay best friend. You do not need a husband. You do not need to have kids. You need to just enjoy your time being alone. Hanging out with your little girlfriends, go on your little girls trip. Get you a gay best friend. Okay, so you can at least have a guy with you, because that's what it seems like you want. You want a guy, but that likes to do what you like to do. Marilla, I don't like you. I do not like you. We finally get to Brett and Ryan. They're gonna get married. Ryan talking about he wants someone who's fit and attractive. Okay, whatever. For the most part, everyone who has been on Married at First Sight for all 13 seasons are fit, but I don't know what his definition of fit, because there's multiple definitions of fit, but active, because he wants to go to the gym with someone. He says, he doesn't want to, he just feels like, why waste time with her being home and me being at the gym, when I could just put those two things together and we could just go to the gym together. Okay, so you want a gym partner. Okay, you want a companion to do what you want to do. Not what together as a married couple, but because I like to do this. So they, I want them to come with me to do this. So I hope they are consistent in doing this so we can do it together. So you want someone so they could go to the gym with you? Do your friends not go to the gym with you? Right? A lot of people, when they're explaining things to me, it just seems like they want people to fit into their lifestyle so much that they don't even take into consideration what someone else's lifestyle would be. It's not just they're coming to your life. You also are going into their life. It's two becoming one. What part of that do people not understand? Like, do they not tell them this in counseling? Like, what are the steps before they come on Married at First Sight? Because are they telling this to the experts and the experts just rolling with this? Were there not better contestants or people for this? Like, I don't know. These experts, I still keep watching though, but I don't know. These experts, they need to do a better job. Can we get some more other experts, please? Because these experts ain't doing it right. This is 13th season. Why are we still having confliction like this? This makes no sense. Brett says facts a lot. That's what I put down, because she does. Like I said, I say facts too. Probably not as much as her, but that's why I said we could be friends. Me and Brett could be friends. So they're getting ready. There's a big bouquet of flowers that come in, and it's for Brett's mom. Ryan got Brett's mom a bouquet of flowers. I thought that was sweet. And he got Brett shoes. And on the card it says last chance. So the last chance card, the card that says last chance, and a pair of shoes, they put it together, last chance to run. So they thought that was cute. And obviously next episode we're gonna see them actually go through with the wedding, and then we're also gonna see Rachel and Jose's wedding. So that was it for this week. It was a lot to unpack because it's already almost 40 minutes. And we're going to see what happens next week. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you for episode 3. Bye.